The moon's the north wind's cookie. He bites it day by day until there's but a rim of scraps that crumble all away. The south wind is a baker. He kneads clouds in his den and bakes a crisp new moon that greedy north wind eats again. That's an interesting one, too, isn't it? Very interesting one. We have one more. Oh, this one is lots and lots and lots of fun. Guess what the name of this one is? Oh, it's about something that you see all the time. It's called My Shadow. Did you ever see your own shadow? What does it look like? Sometimes is it short and fat? Sometimes is it tall and thin? Oh, this is about my shadow. Listen, I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to my head. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoots up taller, like an India rubber ball. And he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me, he's a coward, you can see. I'd think shame to stick to Nursey as that shadow sticks to me. One morning very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. Oh, shadows are lots of fun, aren't they? Yes, they are. Just lots and lots and lots of fun. Sure. You can play with your shadow. You can wave at your shadow. You can do all kinds of things with your shadow. Where have you ever seen yours? On the sidewalk? On the wall? Have you? On the garage door? Did you like that? Did you like that story about a shadow? Did you? You liked all three of those poems? Oh, I think you know some of them. We'll have to say them again, won't we? Again and again, and then we'll all learn them. Sure, it'd be fun to say those. We wouldn't need a book. No, we wouldn't need a book to read out of. Would you like that? Good. Something else I want to show you. It's right here on the table. Right here. Look what we have. You know this, don't you? What is it? The big yellow box with the big blue letters on it. What does it say? Kix Crispy Corn Puffs. That's right. This is a new box, too. Look at this. Just ready to put on the pantry shelf so that it's there, right on the shelf when you want it for breakfast. Or for lunch. Or for supper. Sure. Say, wouldn't it be fun to come down to breakfast some morning and find a bowl of Kix that looked like this? Smiling right up at you. Look at that. Blueberries, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. That mouth is really smiling, isn't it? Yeah. And we have another bowl of Kix, too, right here. This one doesn't have a face on it, but look, it has 4 pieces of banana sticking up in the sides and a half of a fresh peach right in the middle. Doesn't that look delicious? Makes my mouth water. And we have a third bowl of Kix right here. Look at this. With sliced peaches all around the side of the dish, and a blueberry between each slice, and the center is all filled with Kix. Say, those would be very, very good for breakfast, wouldn't they? Yes, and you know why they taste so good? Why? Because they're crisp, they're crunchy, they're delicious. They stay crisp to the last spoonful, and they have that wonderful corn flavor. That's right. So when you're ready for breakfast, you think about having a bowl of kicks, will you? They're good. Say, earlier this morning, we had lots of fun blowing bubbles, didn't we? And then, yes, we had lots of fun reading some poems and thinking about all those things. Shadows and turtles and the moon. And you know, the moon has a very different shape, doesn't it, sometimes? Sometimes it's a crescent. Sometimes it gets bigger and thicker. And then sometimes it gets to be a real full moon. Well, there's some other things, too, that are lots of fun. And something else that I want to do that is lots and lots of fun. I'm not going to tell you what it is. No. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes somebody else does it. Sometimes your daddy might want to do it. Yes, it's fun to do in your lap. Sometimes you want to do it on a table. And this time I want to do it on the table. We've done lots of things on the table this morning, haven't we? Well, there isn't anything on this table. Not a thing. No tub, no pipes, no dishes, no books, nothing. What do you think we're going to do? Well, you can't do anything with just your hands and an empty table. You need something. And we do need something, and we're going to have something. And look what we have. What is this? What? Does it look like a napkin? Looks like a placemat? Looks like a small tablecloth? But you know what it really is? It's a handkerchief. Just like the one your daddy has, or your granddaddy, or your uncle. Sure. It's a big, man-sized handkerchief. Did you ever play with just a handkerchief? Did you? Well, look. This is what we're going to do. You've seen things folded like that before. Why, of course you have. Makes a triangle. It really does. It makes a triangle. You know what I'm going to do with this triangle? Watch. Just with my hand. I haven't anything else. I'm going to put my hand under it like that. See? And then I'm going over and get this corner and poke it up here. And pull it up like that. See? And then I'm going to take this corner and put it down under here and poke it up, pull it up. Here we go. Just like that. That doesn't look like very much yet, does it? Put this corner under here. And now I'm going to pull it up a little more. And pull this one up a little more. And look what we have. What do we have? What do you think it is? A rabbit with floppy ears. Sure, his ears don't know which way to flop first. Oh, there's so many things you can do with a handkerchief. Let's start again. We'll leave it folded this time. Just like that. See? See? It's folded again, just the way it was before. I'm going to turn it this way for a minute. And I'm going to start rolling at this corner. And roll it. And roll it. And roll it. And I'm going to start at this corner and roll it and roll it and keep on rolling. I'm going to roll both of them. Well, what do you think this is going to be? You don't know? You're not sure? Well, what does it look like? What? Just two? Well, it does. It looks just like a rolled up handkerchief. You're right. I'm going to bend it over this way. And get that right there. And take this one and pull it underneath. I'm going to hold that part like that. And then I'm going to pull. Sometimes they pull easily and sometimes they don't. Just depends sometimes. Well, look what came out. Yes, look at this. Who's in here? In a cradle, little hammock.